Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Burton Beat. How you doing? I am Jeff Evans, your host. I've got Travis right here, our co-host. Yeah, co-host. Mark, our Burton Raccoon, another co-host here. And then we have SoZeN. SoZeN on the podcast. They are would you say, a metal band?
Yeah, we're a metal band.
Metal band.
We've been described as power metal with breakdowns, and I really appreciated that label from that stranger in the bar.
I
gotta write that song.
I totally have breakdowns.
Power metal with breakdowns.
All right, so let's go ahead and start with introductions. Let's go ahead and start from this side.
Eric Andrews.
Andrews, bass. Okay.
I'm Devin White, and I do vocals.
Vocals.
David Rumps, drummer.
All right.
Alex Noreen, guitar 2.
Jerry Steele, guitar 1.
Jerry Steele, guitar. You guys got some really cool that's just the names
Metal
you guys
names.
were. Yeah, were those the names you were given at birth?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Because that's pretty awesome.
I always wanted to be
Metal
a cousin
names.
to Peter Steele, typo negative.
That's yeah, I had to change my last name from Buttlicker to Evans because it just didn't have the same ring that I wanted. Professionalism.
See how that connotation.
I know, but in some communities, I'm pretty big. All right, so
Never mind.
let's talk. Yeah, let's talk about your band. Okay, so we said that we're a metal band. Is that like what it's classified as? You said, because I know you got thrash in there.
Yeah, we're definitely thrash inspired, and I mean that comes primarily from I think Jerry's influence.
Yeah.
Iron Maiden.
And Testament. I'm a big Testament fan. And,
Okay.
Slayer. And,
Slayer.
No, you're talking that's my music too.
Right
So
on.
I add harsher vocals,
Uh-huh.
harsher vocals
Yeah.
to the stuff that we're doing to kind of hybrid it to bring in the void of always just being operatic, and now she's learning fry vocals also. So
Right on.
So,
I always say you can tell who's there to see us at the shows from who's wearing the Iron Maiden t-shirts. They seem to be a pretty consistent influence across the band. I think we're all a fan, it's safe to say.
Now, speaking of Iron Maiden, you guys will be playing with Iron Maidens the 22nd of June.
22nd.
Yeah.
Yes, we're very excited.
We're excited for that show.
Yeah, that's pretty big. I'm not gonna lie.
We're actually really excited about that. That's probably going to be one of our biggest shows. We're looking forward to it. And,
That's great.
We're hoping to find a lot of new fans at that show.
That's good.
I'm sure you will.
Absolutely.
Famous
And-
guitar
yeah.
player came off that band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, get
Yeah.
a hold of us. We'll get some tickets for
Right
you.
on.
Yep, selling tickets. Token Lounge, Sunday, June 22nd. Iron Maiden's special guest, SoZeN.
Yep. And then the week after that, we've got Saturday. You guys are going to be opening for us, which is June 28th at the Vehicle City Social.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of cool shows.
Yeah. This little
Shameless plug.
Yeah. But yeah, no. So that should be a pretty awesome event. Me and Colin have been designing a lot of the merchandise that we're going to be having. We're going to have. We're gonna have the Saturday shirts where it's got the information like the Saturday and it's got the shark on it and stuff like that, and then the bands and the sponsors on the back.
Oh, that's cool.
And then Colin came up with, I think, one of the best ideas is to make a bootleg shirt, to sell bootleg shirts.
Okay.
Like in the parking lot?
Yeah, like legit. That will be
Official
yeah.
bootleg, okay.
Yeah, we're actually gonna. It's gonna have a logo on it that says official bootleg.
I thought he was talking about actual bootleg.
No.
I was like,
And,
I don't know how he'll feel about that.
The
pull up
the
the
sketch
show.
of it is gonna be it's gonna be very esque to what the poster was, but it's gonna be. I've got it drawn in like a doodle bob kind of style.
Okay.
And then, obviously, since they're bootleg, the names of the bands will be changed on the back. So, Approaching Autumn looks like fall. Never the Crash is Always the Smash. SoZeN, we've changed to Susan.
Oh, great.
Yes!
So we have a mannequin that we put our t-shirts on. We
Yeah.
named her Susan.
Nice. Perfect. That's great.
So funny question. I'm sitting here driving and I hit my button and I'm going, play SoZeN, in my
You
car.
can't.
It does not go there. It plays SoZeN. Play SoZeN Boyle. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm like, no. So I had to literally like stop and like hit Spotify and play.
We apologize.
You try
No, it's
SoZeN
fine.
official. Try
I could try that, but
yeah, try SoZeN.
I don't know.
Play
My-
SoZeN.
Google's dumb.
Yeah.
So-
can't,
And it
can't
got-
quite pick up the distinction between SoZeN and
It's
SoZeN.
Uh-huh.
So I started spelling it, and they're like, and then it came off the wall with something
Suggestions
else.
of
I'm like,
everything.
no, okay,
Once
I
you
give
get more
up.
popular, I'm sure it'll
Yeah.
be asking for SoZeN more than
Yeah.
Susan Boyle.
So
So
we'll start tickling that algorithm.
yeah. So
SoZeN Boyle.
They are very.
speaking of SoZeN, can you explain where the name SoZeN comes from, and also the why only the O and the E are lowercase? Can we? I'm curious about that.
So, SoZeN is a descriptor of the feeling that we get when we share music. Like when we're playing live music, when we are just doing anything that involves like writing new music or performing or anything in that realm. It's what the feeling we get is. It's that zen of like, yes, this is like our
Oh,
peaceful
so
moment.
Zen.
It's our
SoZeN.
peaceful
Oh,
You can think of it as like
okay.
almost two words.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
Zen. Yeah.
So Zen. So it's that feeling. And then the capitalization came across just because like there are other artists that
There's
are
an
called
R&B
SoZeN.
artist that's SoZeN. It's all lowercase,
That's
and
what
the
I'm talking
algorithm
about. It came up.
constantly came up.
Yeah, it did.
So it's like
So we need to differentiate.
differentiate.
For, yeah.
So that's why the
For
letters.
trademark reasons.
It also
and
just
all
looks
that.
cool.
Yeah. No, I do like that. I do like that. And when I make your mock, the bootleg one, it's going to be the same thing, only the O is going to be a U. So I'm pretty excited about that.
No, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Now, what would you say were, I know you were talking about your influences like Slayer and stuff like that into the music, but altogether, what would you say would be the musical influences that shaped your music?
That shape the music. I mean, personally, I like Unleash the Archers and the vocal stylings of Britney Slayes. She is an amazing power metal female vocalist, and she brings a lot of like classical training to her approach.
Okay.
And I really dig that because I kind of came from that background as well, with
Okay.
just opera and musical theater. So that's kind of where I come from, and touching on some of my like high school influences, like Evanescence. That's kind of where I draw mine from,
Okay.
which is probably not anything that these guys would say.
Right. I draw mine from Tool,
Okay.
Porcupine Tree, Rush,
Yeah, they're
Iron Maiden, of course, and it gives me the inspiration for adding to SoZeN.
That really surprises me because based off your look, I thought you were going to say like My Chemical Romance.
I was
Like-
at the Black Parade going on.
Surprise!
Yeah.
So that's really
I
that's
do
really neat.
like them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
think they got a very good drummer.
And Green Day just released some new music, so there's that.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, anyways, so
I don't know. I listen to a lot of different music. I can regale you with all kinds of tales of all the different types of bands I've been in. And when I was taught the guitar, the guy who taught me to play taught me to be, approach the instrument with versatility in mind, and how you can innovate in your art form by pulling from those influences you wouldn't think to pull from, like, so I do listen to a lot of like the metal and stuff. I do enjoy a lot of power metal. I like to listen to a lot of groups that aren't as like huge on the map. There was one group, I think they were from Europe, called Evelyn. They had a really cool album, but I don't know where it went recently, but I'll have to find it again. That was a good one. But yeah, I'm all over the map. I'd have to say one of my biggest influences on the guitar is actually Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits.
Very good guitar
he's-
player.
Very good. It's weird to say that I feel like he's underrated as a guitarist in the world of guitarists. He knows how to pick notes, what to play, just when, and
And he doesn't use a pick.
no.
He's all fingers.
I had to watch just like footage of him playing for like a month to figure out how he does it and how to replicate that. He's so talented.
It's like trying to figure out how the magicians do the magic trick. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. He's working magic on that board.
I like that.
Especially when you're picking and got the fingers going, probably hard to decipher what's what.
I really appreciate your Hello Kitty hat.
Oh, thanks. I also have the guitar.
I love. He has a guitar that has Hello
Yes.
Kitty on it.
Yeah.
It's on stage.
I swapped the pickup out for
playing
something a
it.
little heavier, but you know.
I think that's freaking awesome. I think
I
originally.
seen the video of the Hello Kitty shred.
Oh heck yeah.
So originally, before Saturday became a thing, we were thinking of like rainbows and was it sunshine and rainbows for the name of the fest, but like have it like gothic Hello Kitty kind of style.
I love that.
We decided
get
against
behind that.
yeah. So we decided to change it to Saturday. I think Saturday fits the theme a little bit more, but. You've been quiet down there. I need to know what's.
Let these guys do a lot of talking.
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
bassist.
I listen to music. I listen to. I don't really say it's bass inspired, but I listen to a lot of European power metal stuff like Hammerfall, Blind Guardian, Stradivarius. I've gotten really into a lot of that European stuff. But bass wise. I'd say I'm more drawn to like Geezer Butler's playing on Sabbath, Iron Maiden, and
Of course, Steve Ayers.
yeah, of course Steve Harris.
The Gallo.
So,
Yeah,
and John Paul Jones. I love Led Zeppelin, so
Yeah.
I like a lot of
Yeah.
classic rock stuff as well. But these days I tend to listen to a lot more. What was it? Power and prog metal.
Okay.
Dream Theater.
Prog, like Praug.
Progressive.
Oh,
Progressive metal.
Yeah.
you said European, so I was like, oh, okay, like Prague, like the no.
Oh no.
As you can tell, like I listen to a lot of R&B and Motown, so like this is a little out of my element.
I mean,
so
I love Marvin Gaye. Okay, I was just talking earlier today about how great Marvin Gaye is, so I'm here for it.
So
I
I
can appreciate some Bootsy Collins bass playing, but don't ask me to try any.
That's crazy.
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan.
There you go. All right.
Love me some Michael Jackson.
Prince also probably.
I'm a big
So, speaking of phenomenal guitarists,
Yeah,
Yes, he
Prince
sings
is
Queen
God to
really
me,
well.
dude.
I do. Yeah, I came from a similar background as I done theater. I have a lot of operatic training and stuff like that. But I used to be like a musician doing a lot of more R&B style, more classic rock kind of feel. But I do a lot of like when I do sing, I do like Queen and a lot of higher pitched stuff.
Sly and Family Stone.
Yeah.
James Brown.
Yeah. Well, James Brown is a little. Some of his stuff is a little hard to do. I do appreciate it, but like, there's some stuff I just try not to touch because I don't want to ruin the legacy. What is Mr. Godfather?
These two
of
sing and I
soul.
play.
well, I mean, a lot of it too is just like musically they were doing a lot of interesting stuff
Yeah.
too. Like
Oh, big time.
on some of the good songs, like you just have the rhythm guitar just riding the same chord over and over again. It's
Right.
like acting like the hi hat, so the drum can just kind of ride the groove. It's just he was operating on a different
And
planet.
all recorded live.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. All right. I didn't forget about you. I know we talked about a little bit of the stuff that you like, the Slayer and stuff like that.
My main influence was Iron Maiden for the longest time.
Okay.
But I listen to some of the newer stuff that's out there, the Kill Switch Engages and Light the Torch and My Chemical Romance.
Right on.
Do you listen to my
You know,
Monomarth.
a lot of
I do.
What about like Iced Earth?
like that.
What
Iced
about
Earth.
Blind Guardian?
Blind Guardian,
Yeah.
Iced Earth, which is still considered in the genre of Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
But, so,
I mean, they're still their own band.
It's adjacent.
it's
Yeah.
adjacent.
Yeah.
My favorite drummer is
Somewhere in the
Brett
neighborhood.
Smedley from Iced Earth.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
so,
It's a pretty talented
Yeah.
drummer.
We were listening to Ice Earth on the way here for a little bit.
yes.
It's cool.
They were
It's
killer.
like, blind. What was that? Blind.
Blind Guardian.
Blind Guardian.
I think they're
Okay.
German, right?
You know, that's a lot different.
I was
than
just going
Blind
with your
Melon.
shirt and stuff, and I asked you, go, but you listen to Monomarth?
They're
I love them
Dude,
all.
there's
there's-
slightly different genres.
You know, I was
I seen them.
was
I seen
thinking the
them
whole thing on the
2
way
years,
here.
3 years ago in concert. They
Because
were
a bunch of
amazing.
people that
That's like
came on.
symphonic, cinematic power.
I
Children
was
of Bodom.
front row
Oh yeah, Children of
Awesome.
Bodom.
with
We're
Slayer.
Bodom fans. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Lamb of God, Monomarth.
So who does the writing of the music? Is that?
We all kind of do. I mean,
It's a collective
usually,
effort.
yeah.
When the
usually
first
we'll get-
band started,
Starts with Jerry.
it was started with me and Dave. You know, we started drumming around. I've had all these riffs in my head and so forth. And I met Devin, and she's such a amazing singer. I started writing with her we were dating. So we're in the front room. We're making dinner. After we make dinner, you know, smoke down. She'll break out the pencil, paper, and I break out the acoustic. And then, like Necromancer, Solitude, and Broken Shield was written in our front room
Okay.
with
Okay,
acoustic.
on acoustic guitar.
So an acoustic guitar, and then we transcribed it that metal chorus. But just to get her lyrics written,
Yeah.
I was like, so that's what me and her did. And then we started bringing it. And we've had a couple other guitar players. We've had Alex for how long?
Like a year and a half now.
A year and a half. He's been on. He's a really solid guitar player. So
Thanks.
I mean, he's alright. He's
Well,
alright.
he's contributed a lot, even
Yeah.
to like the existing songs, like stuff that
Yeah.
like he's like, oh, you need to just add this right here, and it would just be so perfect, and it is.
yes.
So
That's
like
cool.
it's he was the missing piece.
I used to teach the instrument, so I bring some of like that theory
Okay.
to the
He's
table, where it's like,
convinced.
okay, hey, what if we added this to the chord here? And Jerry is really good at coming up with like the riffs and the harmonies, and then
I'm
it's
good
like,
at harmonies.
and then it's like I can kind of figure out, okay, here's the notes we're using. Like one time, Eric's like, yo, Alex, what's like A double flat? So like, we all bring something different to the table.
Yeah.
You know, like Dave writes incredible drum parts. I could never write a drum part like Dave. I would never want to even try. I don't want to bring that much gear to band practice.
Play drums then?
I've dabbled, but I'm
Okay,
not.
yeah,
I
yeah.
play like 10 different instruments.
You can make
Oh.
noise on drums.
I can crash, bang, boom, bang. Yes.
There's 10 different instruments.
Yeah.
Kind of like Prince.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Kinda.
kind of.
Well,
Only
he played
was
what?
like 17 different.
No, 23, I think.
I could shred on bass.
But okay, so. Oh, dude. Oh no. Well, you guys said Necromancer. So I think that's how I found you guys in the beginning. Is
On the in between.
So I was listening to music on the in between, and Necromancer came across that I put on there, and I was like, hey, this is a pretty dope song. I like this. And then I think that was our closing song. I think
It
for
was.
that episode.
And we was like, that voice.
Yeah,
I
I was,
realized I heard it. You guys are.
There's been a few times when we do it live that it's like we're playing it. Devin nails the and like I'll have to stop and be like, holy shit, that was so good, and I'll like mess up because of it. I'll be like, whoa, like I still sometimes I'm blown away by it.
yeah.
A scream in the beginning.
So, what's the weirdest sound or object you sampled while recording?
I don't think we've sampled
We've
anything.
never done a
We
sample.
don't use
No
Uh,
sample or anything?
not for SoZeN,
like
but
an
I've-
object.
I've taken like a sword into my into the studio and just took like a drumstick and just ching ching just to get like the sword
pretty
strike
cool.
sounds. I've done that before, but nothing like.
Yeah.
I've also used the "Let's Get Ready to Rumble" sample.
Jeez.
I know you talked
pretty
about Broken Shield. I was curious, what inspired the songs Solitude of Despair and Broken Shield?
Solitude of Despair, that was a song that I had most of the parts already written. Well, when I first started jamming with Dave, I had just all the heavy parts. And we were jamming in the garage. The garage got too cold. But when we started coming back and forming the band, I had the first verse and chorus already written lyrically. But I had 5 minutes of more material to write lyrics on.
Yeah.
I did not have that. And I knew she was a very good writer. I was like, so she read my lyrics. She says, sounds like this person's really depressed. I want to write lyrics to uplift him. So that's when her verse comes in.
That's cool.
I like that.
And then in the writing process, she goes, oh yeah, I got all this lyrics for the rest. Like, sweet. She goes, oh, but you're going to puke gravel on this part. I was like, really?
Yeah.
So yeah, she wrote some puke gravel parts for me.
Nice.
Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
I have to say, Solitude's actually, when I was like, so I moved to the Michigan, and it always sucks when you move to a new area and have to get integrated into the music scene, like having to start from nothing.
Yeah.
Where'd you come from?
I'm originally from Chicago.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place to play music.
I like their pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, great pizza, good hot dogs. But I gotta say, like, when I moved here, it was like, man, I gotta find a band to play with. I'm not gonna start one. No, F that. And I heard Solitude, and I was like, so I read SoZeN's description, you know, like, kind of like what we talked about, the influences and stuff. And I listened to Solitude, I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm like, that's when I messaged Jerry. I was like, yo, you still looking?
Every time we play it, people are just come up to us, what was that long song you guys played, man? And it was like, anyway.
It's not,
Okay.
it's not as long as it used to be
Yeah.
because when I
It was 8 minutes long.
that was the
And
first song
Dave
they made me learn.
he made me cut it down when
It
we
was
were
8
writing
minutes
it.
long.
He was like,
Well, yeah, we don't
but
need to
anyway, Necromancer. That was written. The chorus started right because we had the Necromancer, and it's the same chords that's on the guitar, you know. So, and then I mean I had the verse already written for the guitar, and she just had to write Necromancer riffs or lyrics to it.
It's really funny for Necromancer. As a big Queen fan, when you get to the chorus of Necromancer, it reminds me a lot of Flash Gordon by Queen.
I'll take it. I love Queen. I think Brian May's an incredible.
I can see that.
Brian May's an incredible fucking guitarist. That whole band is so good. I'll take it. I haven't been compared to Queen yet. I'll take that.
The Freddie Mercury's vocals, I could see that.
Yeah,
that
that's
spot,
what I'm. Yeah,
similar to that spot in that song that she does.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The Flash.
I'll wear that with pride. Like compared to Queen.
yeah.
What's the wildest things that happened at one of your gigs?
Kick line.
Yeah.
Kick line?
Is
The
that
kick line.
Metal
is that
kick
kind of
line.
like what those?
Like
those
Yeah, like the
Rockettes.
chorus
The
girls.
Rockettes?
The
Yeah, but they were
Rockettes,
doing it to
yeah.
like basically the song that most people circle pit to.
Instead of circle
Oh,
pit,
really?
it was kick line. It was like a two-step
I better see
kick
this
line.
Saturday.
It was pretty epic, not gonna lie.
Two-step kick line.
I can't kick line, but I can maybe break dance to it.
chanting.
SoZeN.
Yeah, the chanting was pretty good.
Chant, hearing people chant. that's
Hearing
fun.
people chant your band's name is a high that I'm still seeking yet again.
Yeah, that was a moment for sure.
That's really awesome. Yeah, no, I can imagine that being like a big, boost to your self-esteem.
Yeah.
Rather than being on stage and then them screaming someone else's name. That would be interesting.
Slayer.
Susan!
Susan!
I mean, when
Always charge for Freebird.
what people need to realize is like, if you bring the energy, if the crowd brings the energy,
Yeah.
the band you'll eat good.
Yeah.
The band will feed you.
Yeah.
Like if you just give the band a little bit of energy, like we'll return.
Took with the
tenfold.
balls, and then that's when you know.
Yes.
That's when you know.
So who's most likely to forget the lyrics or the riffs?
Well,
And how do you cover for it?
I
You
forget
were all-
the lyrics.
I've done it once on Solitude. I was like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
I don't know. I'll sing the notes if I forget the words, because I'll usually remember the melody.
Oh, she switched
That's how it
the
works.
verses one time.
Oh yeah, if I sing.
Or you sing a double verse?
Yeah, I'll sing the same verse twice, and nobody notices.
No,
So you
yeah.
might
It's-
hate me for this one. We had an open jam one time, and everybody was like, "What you guys want to play?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let's play Purple Rain." So I started it, and actually his bass player was jamming with me on guitar, and we started it, and I was like, I forgot how it started. I'm like, "Get my phone!" I couldn't remember
honestly,
the lyrics.
Draw a
I
complete
was-
blank.
Oh,
what,
I did.
What I would always tell
It was bad.
what I would always tell students was, if you're gonna screw up,
Yeah.
Make
Don't-
it look good.
you can screw up the note. Being off by a half step, not the end of the world. Usually if your gain is up enough, most people won't notice.
Yeah.
But for the love of God, do not stop playing and do not play out of time.
Yeah, you just recover and just go with it.
Just improvise.
That's what we, there was one band. You know what? It was General 11. For
And if you fuck up and stop, don't start the song over.
well, another thing too, like because I remember when I first seen General 11, is the younger kids and stuff like that. I think it was their big their one big show was at the Blind Pig, I think. After they did the song, they announced to everybody that we fucked up here and stuff like that. I'm like, honestly, if you didn't say anything,
Nobody
I would
would've
not
known.
have known.
Plus, how are they gonna know?
Right, that's your fucking music.
Also, that's the only way they're gonna know we're not using a backing track.
Right.
How do they know you didn't change the song right on the spot?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, we've done that a few times where it's like, I guess we're doing an extra few measures on this one.
It's like, I thought I was going to end here.
Yeah. Nope. Keep it
Let's
going.
keep on going, yeah.
Drummer says no.
Dave's done that to us. You just keep trugging along.
Yeah, he could just keep playing till you guys give up.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes you got some time to burn, right?
You're like, how long's this drum solo gonna be?
We do that here sometimes. We're playing a song, we're like, look at the drummer, like, are you gonna stop?
Well, and then some of our songs are written with that loosey-goosiness in mind. Like for our song "The End," the ending part has a solo.
There's no end.
But it goes out on a solo, but we can take it at different speeds, so then you can kind of do different stuff with it. If we want to extend it, we really could.
It would make it sound like a breakdown.
Yeah, you so
The whole riff.
sometimes we do write some of the songs with that in mind, or one of our newest songs we've recently been playing out, "Architect of Dreams."
We'll be playing that tonight.
Cool.
With the ending on that one, it's like there's a lot of room to just kind of we could make it nice and short and sweet, or we could really draw it out depending, and it really depends the show too. When we got booked with Sons of Ra, jazz fusion metal band, we're gonna play around with things a little bit. But
Jazz fusion metal band.
yeah, but for the Iron Maidens, I think we're gonna just do it by the book.
I want to switch gears a little bit because you guys have something that a lot of bands do not have. You have Devin. Now, yeah,
She is quite unique.
Yeah. No, because as a female front for a metal band, I want to know what you faced and unique challenges or opportunities in the metal scene that you've had as a female.
So we got
Don't-
invited to play FemFest, which we wouldn't have got to do if we didn't have a female singer.
Yeah.
So that show was pretty cool. It was
FemFest.
all about female fronted awesome bands.
Awesome.
Most of them were kind of metal leaning.
Who'd y'all play with?
Living AI,
Everybody.
Wisher.
Wisher.
I know Wisher's a good band.
Was it Forge the Sun?
Forge the Sun, that's the one I was thinking of, the one with the guy who shreds on the Sheridan.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Man, so
That's
many good
cool.
bands
So-
around
so
that
many.
lineup. I can't remember.
Traffic
that-
Conviction.
Yeah, there are a lot of good bands on that
Yeah.
lineup.
Fail to Burn was there.
Yeah, Fail to
They were
Burn.
awesome. I can't remember. I'm trying to picture what the flyer looked like.
Yeah,
In my
Wisher.
head.
If we forgot your name, we're sorry.
I've known Kaylee for quite some time, and with Wisher, she's doing really well.
Yeah.
Who?
Wisher.
No, I know what you were saying.
Oh.
Kay?
Kaylee Can.
Oh, okay.
I've known her. I've known her since she was locally around here. She used to play around here and stuff.
Switched her life around from Keely Can't, so that's good.
No, yeah, but yeah, they're a very talented band.
But other than FemFest, was there? Because obviously, metal.
It's a sausage fest, just say it, just say it.
Yeah. Just in general, bands in general are usually more male fronted.
And you know how many times I get oh man, it's a girl singing?
Right.
Actually, honestly, there's a lot of female front.
Oh, I know.
They can almost do anything that we can.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's
Almost.
I think it's more popular
Except
in
for
Europe
Peace
thing,
and
like Nightwish,
Yeah.
right? Amaranth,
Arch Enemy.
Yeah.
Arch Enemy.
Some ones I was even listening to today.
Yeah.
It's more of a thing in Europe. Over here, maybe less of a thing.
Right.
But I
It's
in this
becoming more
moment-
of a thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
it's
think so,
definitely
too.
and also there are more girls getting into the guitar. I've noticed when I was teaching, and a lot of the students I'd ask
That
what do
guitar
you?
player for Wisher. You talk about a female guitar player. That girl can play.
But it's funny when you ask these kids what are you listening to? They're you'll see these young teenage girls be like Pantera, Slipknot, Typo Negative, and it's hell yeah.
Busting out the classics.
Oh yeah, no, there's there, I know plenty of people who not give plenty of bands a chance just because of who their singer is, and it's just kind of like, bro, you listen to Dave Mustaine in Megadeth, shut up.
Right. So, what's your favorite local venue or favorite venue that you guys played?
None
'Cause
local.
I know not local, but I'm just saying I know you guys played a lot. So
Ooh, there's a lot of.
Rebels.
Yeah,
Out
Rebels
there
has
in
treated
Rebels.
us really nice.
Yeah.
all
They
the
always
times
have a
we've
crowd
been
there.
We
Always
always
there's
had
a
a crowd.
crowd.
Where's Rebels at?
And that's
Pleasant.
where they chanted our name. So
Yeah, we're
they love us up there.
Little soft spot. in
Huh?
our hearts
did we
for that.
mention that we're at Castle Monroe?
Well, at the beginning I will.
That's still like
Okay,
the tokens
yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's nearby and it has a
Yeah.
pretty decent sized
The
stage.
Smoking Token Lounge in Westland,
shout
Michigan.
out to Adam at the Blind Pig, best sound guy I've ever
Oh,
had.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
live
that
show was
sound at the
amazing.
blind pig.
Also, I live in town there, so it's nice to get done. And then after the night's done, I got just 10 minutes to
You
go
need a
home.
10-minute ride instead of 50.
Man, what's the name of that one place I went to? Was it in Lansing? It had the upper deck. Oh my God.
We could use some help with Lansing. We haven't played Lansing.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been to Lansing.
it was-
Lansing's cool.
Find someplace there.
Yeah, no.
Max Bar is
Vex?
Lansing, right?
Huh?
Was it Vex?
No, I don't think it was Vex.
No, that's
Vex
Saginaw.
is Saginaw.
That's
Actually,
Saginaw,
we'll
that's
be
right.
there on Saturday.
That's
actually.
right.
Well, we were
Yeah.
playing there Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
Vex.
Saturday.
But this
Yep.
this place I went to see.
I was trying to think. I don't remember.
Mr. Doomsday and
Yeah, that's who we
This
played
is
at.
the-
We just played with them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They just played with them the other day.
But,
Yeah, it's big, yeah.
I filmed for them in Lansing, and the place that they had upper deck, and it was just a nice venue altogether. I'm like, man, I wish we had something around here. It was really but I can find the details on that and shoot that to you guys.
Hell yeah.
'cause
Sure.
that'd be-
Yeah, we'd love to get it in Lansing.
Yeah, we've just been around just about anywhere in Michigan at this point.
Yeah, really.
Have you guys hit the machine shop yet?
Not the machine shop. We haven't really
You
gotten
can't
too
get in
far
I don't think.
out that way, but
Well,
yeah, like Jackson, I think is.
We've been to Jackson a few times.
Yeah, music box.
We sent
in
them our
Jackson.
info a couple times.
Yeah, we've been to Music
Shop.
Box in Jackson.
And-
They're
They
probably,
just no
trying
contact
to find
back.
a band like
so
The Sanctuary down in Hamtramck, I'd like to
Oh,
get
yeah.
into.
Thank
They
you.
have a lot of, I think, complementary metal bands. I think that we could work
Sanctuary is
with.
really cool.
Oh, yeah, agreed.
District.
142.
We'd like to get in there.
That'd be
We-
nice.
Oh, 142, yeah.
I will
Lovely
say
venue.
something
The vault's
about
nice, too. It's like-
Vehicle City
Oh, the
Social.
vault,
I've been talking with Mackenzie and Josh, the owners. They are remodeling the entire thing.
Ooh.
And they've taken out the like the bars and stuff like that. So it's going to be tables for vendors and stuff like that. But they're going to open it up to be a venue. So they're going to expand it. They're doing a lot of construction right now. But our objective is to try to kick Machine Shop off its pedestal. Because right now it's the only rodeo in town. So we're gonna
Gauntlet has been thrown.
exactly.
Shots fired.
Yeah. So that's
You
something.
just heard that here live.
Yeah, you just heard that here live because no one else has really known about it yet.
Dude, you
so.
just took a Desert Eagle out, laid it on thing
know.
and said,
We're coming for you, Machine Shop.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, and they have the potential. They're because last time you guys were there for Halloween, the sound system was not as great as it
I
could
agree.
be. So they're putting a lot of money into the sound system and stuff like that to get it
Nice.
ready so we can become a better venue.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah,
Great.
Glad to
Great
hear that
news.
they're doing so well that they can,
Yeah.
Yeah.
invest the money into that project.
finally
That's
someone
awesome.
investing in a venue. Because
Yeah.
it's like you see the opposite where it's like, at some places it looks like it's falling apart and you're like, and it's like, and all I ever hear about is how cool that place was. And it's like, just invest some.
Yeah, and that's a big
Better.
one, too. Like,
Back in the
the ceiling
80s, that
was
was
falling
that
on
was the
us.
place
Oh.
to play.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Especially
a
for metal
great
bands.
story.
Harpo's used to
Harpo's?
be.
Yeah.
There,
Where's
Hammerfall
Harpo's at
there.
Man,
Detroit.
Detroit.
Right off
playing
Harper,
there, and we had people
To be honest, I've never
dancing
been to Harpo's, but I know a
the
lot of bands that
Trooper
play
and
there.
Run to the Hills by Iron Maiden. 50-cent picture nights. They're up there on the dance floor, and we're playing those songs, and people dance.
Where's this at? Well, I missed that.
Harpo's.
Oh, Harpo's.
I got a
Okay.
lighted dance for it. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Um, Now,
Yeah.
Hippos.
hippos. Yes, that's what my favorite animal is hippos. So I might do that. I might open up my own place called Hippos.
It's like a game.
Yeah, it does kind of sound
It
like
really
a game.
sounds
bar,
like
but
a game bar.
you know what? I don't
Great
discriminate.
animals.
Money's money. So
If that's what the market deems
Yeah.
what you are, so be it.
Well, we all portray certain animals. So.
yeah. I am curious. I'm curious about your visual appeal. Not like your personal selves, but like, what is your approach to your like album art? And yeah, I know. But no,
We'll get to the hair in a minute.
Your stage presence, album art, the little drummer boy outfit. Like what? Yeah. what's your
He's been
what's
dressed like
process?
since he was a young boy.
Yeah, it was a parade of some sort. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's it.
So what's your approach? I guess like your visual presence, both on your artwork and yourselves.
Well, so for the artwork, I think we just kind of take inspiration from the sound. So, like, thinking of the Zen
Yeah.
and, like, all of those concepts that we bring in with all the different songs and the lyrics and stuff that we talk about, I think speaking to that, like, especially in the necromancer visual, I think that's, like, our most, like, striking and recognizable concept.
Because he's meditating.
Well, then
kinda
also what
like,
we do is you
if
kind of
see
like,
the-
from the logos, we take like a color palette, right?
Yeah.
And we kind of base all the colors, like silver. Silver's in the logo, so we like kind of can use like silver in the look.
Yeah, the silver and the gold on black.
Right.
Like, and like,
Classic.
the stars and the space dust, like, all of that just kind of, to me, it says, like, you know, we're going somewhere. We have, like,
Yeah.
some
journey.
kind of, yeah, a journey.
vision
and-
I-
and
I always
plans.
thought
Fly
about
starship.
it.
I got a weird question that kind of goes with that. You're talking about the colors and all that. So, if your album was a scent, what would it smell like?
Jeez.
Marijuana.
Where'd that
Cannabis indica.
Mark, that came legitimately out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like
Indian feet.
we're talking about colors.
I know.
What do you think you like to
So,
smell?
so little purple haze.
So your next album has to be a scratch and sniff.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh,
That'd be
that's actually an idea.
The color green of necromancy.
Yeah.
Necromancer green.
It's
Shit's
so good at
potent
bringing
it'll wake the dead.
Actually, it'll kill you. It'll kill you, then bring you back.
This shit's called necromancy, man.
I know it was weird.
It's
but
like
hey,
you
why
did
not,
it,
right?
Yesterday. Yeah, fuck that. Like the necromancer and stuff like that. Just I'm a big nerd. I'm a huge nerd. Do you guys play D&D?
Yeah, I'm forever
Alright.
dungeon master.
How many of our songs are D&D inspired?
Well,
or
and that's yeah.
Game of Thrones or whatever. That
I kind of had
All
another. I have another question about
All of
that.
them except one.
Oh, Game of Thrones. That makes sense so much about that one song. I fucked my brother and I liked it.
whoa, whoa,
That's not mine.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, the isn't that you guys' song? The inspired by Game of Thrones?
No.
Oh, okay. Must be thinking about something else. Anyways, but no. Okay, so what's your characters that you guys usually play as in D&D?
I'm the dungeon master.
Dungeon
I
Master.
play a halfling rogue.
Halfling Rogue. That makes
Uh-huh.
I
sense.
could see it.
I play as a wood elf, but he's a barbarian.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Barbarian wood elf.
And,
I
yeah, it's,
thought you were going to say barbarian.
I
or
kind of had a
dwarf.
question like
So
that.
is it?
so I
Those
like
long
two-handed
lines,
sword, flaming
Jerry is
sword.
pretty dwarf coded, to be fair.
Tank.
Tank.
Just a bit, yeah.
Jerry, you
Just
are
a
a bit
big
dwarf
wood.
coded though, bud. Like your look is very like
No,
Like
it's-
it looks like you have forged something. Yes.
yeah,
very-
dude. Yeah, and your last
He
name.
has a Viking look.
So we need to hear some
Correct,
dwarf
yeah.
metal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
So
Not in
my
fact.
character, what do you have? Some kind of astral? What was that? That talking head.
Oh, you guys had one of those too?
It was like your ancestral
I just call it voices.
guardian or
I
something.
got
I forget
ancestral
what it's
guardians.
called.
So I can call upon ancestral guardians and stuff. and,
Okay.
No
Mage Slayer.
necromancer?
He's a,
Yeah. Wait. Is there a
So-
necromancer?
That actually was an encounter
Oh.
that our characters had. Like we were so low level. We were just cruising around some ruins, and we happened upon this necromancer in his like little laboratory.
Nice.
We should not have been there.
It-
Oh boy, we
there
should
was-
not have
there
been
Somebody
there.
yelled,
Ancient
Leroy Jenkins.
magic.
I got this.
Yeah, no, it was
So-
it's bad juju.
If you guys had a superpower on stage, what would it be?
Superpower on
He said he had some crazy questions.
I like these. These are
If you had a toothpick in your pocket, what color would it be?
it'd probably be the toothpick.
Sorry,
color.
it was infused by marijuana.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the green mint ones, but I was
If
like,
I had a superpower, flying would be so cool, but I'd have to get the best wireless unit in the world.
Yeah.
That's true.
you could do like what Pink does at her shows and just
Oh,
kinda
yeah.
fly over the crowd and do
trapeze
yeah.
flying. Oh, man.
Freaking awesome.
All right.
I don't know. Superpower only while on stage?
Only while on stage.
Yeah,
Screaming
it's
people to death.
melting faces, literally.
Yeah, but then you don't have a lot of return customers.
No, I
That's
don't
the
know.
point.
Yeah, unfortunately,
She could be like
business,
Black
music
Canary.
is a business that
Kinda
requires
reminds me of
repeat.
like an episode of Metalocalypse.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that I'm thinking about Apocalypse
I love that
in my
show.
head.
Love that show so much.
Yeah.
I think I would like the ability to manifest extreme joy in other humans. That
Okay.
would be my superpower.
That'd be pretty
Now,
good.
okay,
Yeah.
so, like,
Huh.
all right, like, at what point do we reach orgasm, though? Like, you know,
When I hit that note.
when you hit that,
Everybody must change papers.
Yeah, not the brown nose.
nah.
Oh my god.
No.
Luckily,
That's
I,
Eric's job.
luckily I wore these pants
Oh,
from
yeah.
yesterday. They're still good.
Jesus, okay.
All right,
Shield.
so let's go bass. Let's bass. What's your
Superpower?
superpower?
Yeah.
I was thinking like just lightning speed finger work.
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
and playing like
Bass solo.
a solo.
So he's
solo-
gonna get the
joy. He's gonna get the joy
You
to all
can't-
the-
You can't see the fingers moving. It's a blur.
Oh, okay.
And then there's like somehow just the friction or speed causes smoke to come off the bass and starts, you know.
Yeah, as long as we don't have any,
Small
you know,
fire
yeah,
maybe.
like fire alarms or like
Yeah.
sprinklers. Yeah, that should be good.
There's too much smoke in Vehicle City.
Oh yeah, you can find it. People say, yeah.
Fine.
Invisible Man and the Go-Go Gadget.
Wait,
Okay.
what? Okay, so
So we would just
so
At the same time?
Yeah, so you'd be able to see the arms, the sticks moving everywhere.
Well,
But
but,
you'd be
but it'd be
invisible.
invisible though.
Right.
So then you didn't just have sticks flying around.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything would be being played
Yeah.
and moved around.
Actually, that'd be
because I
pretty
could
cool.
stretch my arms and
That'd
my
be
legs out
crazy.
more than just right in front of me.
So okay, so kind of like Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman kind of thing, and then just like
Merge them.
Yeah, so like, all right, so you got two different drum sets on each side, and you're sitting in the middle, and then the ding 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 ding
Start playing
ding.
both.
For their
Yeah.
actual
It's got like
Kind of
circles
fun.
over here.
But really, we just think that there's something automatic going on because we don't see the
I
drummer.
think you need both.
Yeah,
I
yes.
think you get one power.
One power.
Cheers,
Okay.
Jerry.
I like the Go-Go Gadget.
Yeah, Go-Go Gadget.
That's cool.
I don't know. I would like to break dance while I'm shredding, Wendy.
He could show you.
Practice.
Like a Tasmanian devil. Just
He actually.
So just the
Yeah.
So you don't see his fingers. You don't see him at all.
And
just
you
the
don't see
drumsticks.
his feet really.
And you
It's
don't
just-
see. You just see the
But your torso, but your
I don't know
torso
about
is just
breakdancing during
is shredding.
shredding.
Yeah, you just see the guitar, the arms of the guitar.
two guitar heads go like this.
That'd be the chord, the poor
Why'd you
chord.
point at me?
Yeah.
Huh?
Why'd you point at me?
Because
break
you're the break.
dancing.
Yeah, he teaches
Oh.
breakdancing on the weekends.
Mosquitoes after my face.
I don't
Yeah.
teach breakdancing.
Down at the local View.
Yeah.
That's how you can get into the Olympics.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, you'd be better than
Oh, yeah.
the girl
friggin',
from
kangaroo girl.
You
From Australia. Yeah.
Not at 49 years old.
All right. So if Mark can ask weird ass questions, I
Wait,
feel I'm
wait,
entitled
yeah.
to. Oh, you got one?
Yeah, if you were a candy, I'm just kidding.
No. All right. All right. This is a legitimate, serious question. If SoZeN were a breakfast cereal, what would it be called, and what kind of toy would be in the box?
Oh, you actually had that written down.
That's a good one, dude.
SoZeN O's, and there's an actual sword in the
A
box.
sword in the box.
That is-
Yeah, but it's like a full size like great sword, and it just kind of comes
I
out
want
of the
a
cereal
necromancer.
box.
And it's with a broken shield.
And the other one, there it comes with the sword or the dragon.
Okay. So
Or the
so there's
necromancer.
multiple choice, like collect them all kind of thing.
Ah, so that's how you market it.
We will
right
be
there.
playing Dragon Rider tonight. so.
Okay. Right on.
I like that.
I was thinking
That
more Captain
title.
Crunch with the fruit berries.
Oh, I also was considering Captain Crunch.
Oops, all berries.
SoZeN O's.
Oops, all
SoZeN SoZeN berries.
SoZeN
Oh,
berry.
there you go, SoZeN berry.
It sounds like a legit berry, actually.
I mean,
like-
Captain Crunch is arguably the loudest cereal, so it would make sense.
I think SoZeN. I think. Well,
I can see
I'm
that
kind of.
happening.
I'm kind of torn between SoZeN O's and SoZeN berries because, because I'm gonna do the artwork.
Tastes like Salisbury.
I'm gonna
Tastes
do
like
artwork
Holmesbury.
of the thumbnail on this, and I think I'm gonna put a cereal box on there. It's
But
gonna be
Perfect.
what if the toy was just a dime bag though?
Oh,
That's-
but it actually has a dime in it because we're kid friendly. It's a dime.
Just the
It's a baggie with a dime, yes.
So I'm looking at all you guys. Which band member would survive a zombie apocalypse, and how?
Oh, not me, because I'm the biggest. And
All
you
of
gotta
them,
have
because they can work
cardio.
as a
I'll
team.
go with Dave.
I'll be able to beat him off with my drumsticks.
He's beating off guys left and right.
That didn't sound right.
I might look tough.
It's like, have you seen the videos where like,
Yeah.
they're like, how many guys could you beat off at
I
once?
used to have-
I think you could beat 99 guys.
I used to have a shirt, and it legitimately came from Walmart, and it said "Zombies don't like fast food."
Yeah.
Cardio. Rule number one.
Use the symbols
Yeah.
for throwing
Yeah.
stars.
All right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
so
There you
we
go.
got we got some zombie martial arts over there. Beating off guys left and right, and doing kung lao with the symbols.
Yeah.
No.
Oh god.
what are we doing over here?
Wait.
Dying. I'm just
Dying? You're just dying.
I'm done for.
Here, go ahead. I'm not even gonna put up a fight. Just bite me.
They're gonna be like the guys
have to
on the
survive.
Titanic playing the violins, but they're just gonna be playing their guitars.
Like you,
as
I
everybody's
gotta survive
dying.
without like electricity and the internet. No, I'm good.
So
That'd be kind of cool to put an axe on your axe, and then just like.
Well, he actually
He has the axe
Yeah,
base.
he has an axe.
Oh.
You gotta put it.
Sharpen the edge.
Yeah.
You just gotta put a blade on the end of
Yeah,
it.
Gene Simmons
It's
base.
And with those super fast hands, who knows?
It's the Gene Simmons court reissue.
Oh, okay.
And it's cool as fuck.
that's
the
cool.
most
You have it tonight?
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. That's what I keep saying.
It's a 4-string, and I need
Oh.
He could just set it up.
I'm severely attached to the B string with this low with the low stuff
Damn
I'm
bass
playing.
player.
So yeah.
You know.
Mark is attached to the G string right now. Now, Devin, what says you to zombies?
I'll just kind of hide out in my library. I don't need to go out.
Hide out in the library.
There's no
So you're gonna
need
hope
to
that
go out.
just you're not gonna.
No.
Okay.
Avoid.
All right. Where are your supplies coming from?
Supplies?
Yeah, you have.
Whatever I got. in the
Yeah, you got.
fridge.
He just.
He's gonna be in the library learning. He's gonna be running around bringing her supplies. What are you talking about? Yeah.
I read Pat the Bunny 3 times, and I still don't know how to beat these zombies.
When I
She's
run
just in
out,
there
I
playing
run out.
Plants vs Zombies.
Plants vs. Zombies.
It's on my phone right now.
She's like, can I really get a lawnmower to run these things over?
all the way through it.
Got a big wall.
I mean, there's that old Peter Jackson movie. I can't think of the title of it, but they do that where they run over zombies with a makeshift lawnmower weapon.
Oh yeah,
so.
the lightning thief. Yeah.
Yeah, or something like that.
I thought that was Peter Jackson. That's Percy
Percy
Jackson.
Jackson.
No, it was like before he did Lord of the Rings. Like he used to do like just these like grindhouse horror movies.
Yeah,
It was like there was
Percy
one where the dude like used the lawnmower to mow down zombies.
That'd be cool.
So Peter Jackson needs to write a Percy Jackson's movie about zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So what?
Go ahead.
What would your band's signature drink be at a bar?
It'd be something infused.
Yeah.
I'm thinking something fruity, but with a THC infusion.
Get one of those smoker things to go on
Salisbury's.
top of
Think
it.
it.
To,
Oh,
Salisbury.
Salisbury schnapps.
A little bit of
And money.
dry ice in there.
Sozenberry.
Sozenberry snobs.
I kind of want the ice cream now. Sozenberry.
I'm a
ice cream.
Captain Coke guy, I guess.
Yeah, but that's not a signature drink. That's
Yeah.
just. Yeah, are you Sir Captain Henry Morgan?
But like, but Sozen's
No,
not.
he's Sir
Sozen's
Jack
not a
Daniels.
basic guy drink. Sozen's a little fruity. Sozen's a little. Hey, we can do this. We can beat off a whole bunch of zombies.
It looks fruity, but then it's stronger than
Right.
you think once you take
That's
it.
kind of how Mark is. Only the opposite way around. The more he drinks, the fruitier he gets. So that's yeah.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
We'll go beer for beer one day. We'll see how you feel.
No, I like that. I like
That's
that.
not fair.
not the
That's
response.
not fair. He's got a medical
See
condition.
how you feel about that.
See, I think he meant to say.
He just asked me out on a date,
This-
and I missed it completely.
And then he's gonna see what you feel. What
Right,
you feel.
I want to know how many drinks it'll
We'll just
take to
have
get me
smoke.
that point.
We'll just have a smoke.
Yeah.
Fruity beers till fruity.
Yeah.
So they'd be a fruity beer. So they'd be a cider then.
Yeah, I
Hard
guess
cider.
a hard
I do
cider.
like a hard cider.
Yeah.
But you need like a
cider.
signature one. Matter of
I don't know.
fact, there's one that's like very close to Necromancer. It's made by.
Isn't it? There's
Bee,
actually.
it's got the bee on the front of it.
Like
It's a
crack.
local.
Like
It's
Bee
like a
Nectar?
Michigan.
Is
Yeah,
it
Bee
Bee
Nectar
Bee
has
Nectar.
one.
Yeah.
I think it's. I don't know if it's called. It's like. It's not Necromancer.
I'm thinking of zombie soldier.
think we
or
had
whatever.
it.
Zombie Killer. That
Oh,
one's.
Zombie Killer?
That's a
Zombie
cherry one.
Killer's good.
Yeah.
Zombie Killer. There you go, Zombie Killer. His.
Yeah.
That's fitting.
Okay. Let's. Okay. So, because
Yeah,
we're crunching on time here. I want to know what has SoZeN got for us in the future. I want to know where we're at with SoZeN going forth.
So we are working on new music. We've got a song right now in the mixing process, and it's Dragon Rider, which we're gonna play for you guys live.
That's awesome.
We're hoping to get on a plan to roll that out on the streaming platforms as soon as possible, probably within the next month or so. But yeah, we want to make sure that it's perfect. And we've got some other tunes in the pipeline that are going to go through that same recording and mixing and mastering process. So we're going to have some more music. I know we've got the 3 singles. We've kind of been riding on those for a while, but we've been cooking.
Right on.
So we're going to do that. We're going to be playing these shows coming up. The next one we have is Saturday at the Bext venue in Saginaw. We're going to be playing with Unusual Mindset and Brugada.
Nice.
Check those guys out.
Unusual mindset.
And then we've got the Iron Maidens at Token Lounge in Westland, June 22nd. Again, hit us up for tickets for that show.
Yeah.
And then Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday. Right on.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes.
Awesome. Do we have any collabs in your future? Do you see yourselves collabing with anybody?
We're open to some collabs.
We're
we don't
open
really have any
to any
plans,
collabs.
but
Okay.
yeah,
There you go,
we're
Joe.
open to it.
Yeah.
Put your R&B in there.
I don't think so. What? So like, if you guys could collab with someone, who would you want to collab with? Like anybody particular?
I don't know. Now you guys want to collab with somebody?
Howard
No, are you
Jones.
talking about
Howard
local bands
Jones.
or like professional?
Dream?
Like the
Pipe
guy
Dream
from Dream
collab?
Theater calls us up. Hey, you want to do something?
Right. That'd be awesome.
That'd be crazy.
But I mean, like, are there any Michigan bands like, hey, you guys, I want to do a collab song with you guys because you guys are awesome or anything like that?
Anybody?
Anybody?
I would love to collab with what's that one band? Finality. Finality.
Oh yeah.
Those guys are badass. They
My-
can throw down.
My boys in Defect would love to throw down with them.
Okay. Well, sounds good. I think I would like to see that in the future. I would like a nice collab with you. I think that'd be really nice to see you guys collab with someone. Like get on stage, and it'd be awesome too if you guys performed the same night, you know,
Yeah.
and
that'd
you
be
know,
cool.
Oh yeah.
that'd be really cool. So I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
we're about to
I
see
say
them
let's-
rock.
Yeah, who wants to listen?
So, all right. Well, thank
Awesome
you,
band.
thank you guys for joining the Burton Beat. We are at Castle Monroe in Lapeer. We are with SoZeN. Go ahead and follow these guys. We're gonna take a break here, set up, and get them going on the music. So stay tuned.
Thank you.